Hello everybody and welcome back to the HermitCraft server. So I'm just kind of still down here under the pyramid checking out this canopy that we did last episode. Man, I still think this looks pretty amazing myself. I mean, I don't want to gloat or anything about it, but like I said before in the last episode, this is the first time I've done anything like this, and having a base where there's just, stuff and not just flat stone walls or whatever, I'm really enjoying the way this feels. It really gives you the feeling like you're in a forest or whatever. Really cool. Lots of texture up there. Yeah. So, last episode at the very end, we went to the Nether. Let me kill these guys. We went to the Nether and we collected some of that Nether quartz. And I am interested in checking it out. Also, there were some other things that I wanted to check out, like the hoppers. I've been playing with them for a little bit. And yeah, I was making them here in survival, and to do that you just do 5 stone. And do I have a chest? I think I should have a chest. Yep, I got all these chests. I forget what I got all this from, maybe abandoned mine shafts or something. But yeah, you just take the chest right there, stone, 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 and you get the work in progress hopper. So yeah, pretty easy item to make. And as you can see in my inventory, I have already made some. So like I was saying, I was playing around with these things before. Put this guy back, and I have all the iron on me now. Yeah, I was playing with these guys before, just kind of putting stuff into chests or whatever. So let me show you this. Now, some of you might be aware that these are kind of bugged. And yeah, I was playing around with the bug, but like for instance, I take an ender pearl and I stick it right there, so it doesn't quite go into the hopper, but it's sitting on top of them. Yeah, it's just duplicating ender pearls, and these are real ender pearls. Like I still got that problem where I'm clicking on things. Yeah, these are real ender pearls. They're not like ghost items. They are legit being made by this. And then I was doing something funny, like I took hoppers and I tried throwing hoppers inside the hoppers. I thought, yeah, Juicer said something. Hey, Juice. I put a hopper on here and I was making hoppers from the hoppers, which I thought was kind of funny. And somehow I ended up with this hopper here. Now, this looks like, just the regular work in progress block, but this is like an infinite work in progress block. Like I'm sitting here clicking all these extra ones, and then, yeah, these guys all stack. But I'm really not sure what I did to make that infinite one happen. But yeah, these are all legit. Like I can place them in the world and all that stuff. So they are duplicating. This is my special one here that does infinite amount of hoppers. And let's see. I wonder if I can make another one of those infinite ones. If you do it just right, both of these hoppers see the items. You kind of got to get it right on the lip in between the two. Yeah, that kind of messed it up. There we go. I think that should do the trick here. Yeah, you can see it's doing it in both of them, into the left and the right single chest. That's why it's down here. This is the other chest item. So yeah, we can make, infinite hoppers if we wanted to. We could make infinite gold or diamond blocks, right? I mean, oh, come on with the clicking. It should work with the diamond blocks, I would think, if I can get that just right. Yep, there you go. That should be doing it for both. Oh yeah, all the diamonds in the world we'll ever need. Okay, what else can we do here? Ooh, where'd my... I must have put my emeralds somewhere, but I think if I do this just right... Nope, no, I didn't do it right. But I bet an emerald went down in there, didn't it? Yep. Oh, these things. Wait, what? I put an emerald on this and it went away. Is this one of those infinite emeralds? No. Told the guys no white jokes starting my stream now. I have no idea what he's talking about. But yeah, obviously these have a little bit more work to be done on them. Because, yeah, we're making, infinite diamond blocks. We're making infinite emeralds. So somebody was telling me before that sand generators are broken in the latest version. Well, not anymore. We have sand generators now. If I can just throw this guy on there in the correct spot once again. Oh, no, we made some sand there, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I know Mojang's already aware of this. I've seen a couple other people post videos about this. I think Seth Bling might have just released a video about it too. Yeah, there we go. Sand generator. Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, I don't really want that to glitch out for forever. That might blow something up. Who knows? If this chest gets full and it's still trying to drop things in there, I don't know what will happen. But yeah, so far, with these hoppers, I've seen, you know, the infinite item generation, and again, I have this infinite hopper block. Now this one, I left-clicked it to pick it up, and I can move it around. If I right-click, I'm making new hoppers. But if I pick up one of these, and I right-click, it just drops it back down. So, yeah, I'm pretty interested in figuring out how I did that. I don't even know. None of these other ones, I don't think. I mean, this one will because it had the stack, but pretty interesting. So if I double click it, oh, is this still the infinite one? Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe that's how I did it. I double clicked and then they all turn into an infinite one. Now, if you can do that, I wonder. No, that doesn't work with these. Okay, so yeah. So I guess that's how you make the infinite hopper. You get a bunch of these things. I guess it doesn't matter. And you double click one and then you have an infinite one. Okay, so that's how I did it. Oh, and now they all go back into, I don't know, maybe I did something different. Who knows? Okay, so enough about the hoppers. Yeah, these things are glitched and they are cool. I've seen so many people do like inventory sorting with them and all sorts of things. Like you fill them up here and they'll only, I think you do that? No, maybe you don't do that. Maybe, I guess I don't know how they're doing the inventory sorting. I thought there was a way like you could put items in here. Like, I guess I'm thinking Feed the Beast. You put items in here and only that sort of item will go through. But no, I don't think that's how that works. Let me grab my iron back. Now, as far as these cheaty items, I'm probably just going to throw them away. But that kind of brings up a question. I was actually doing these earlier, and I think that's where my emeralds went. I believe I had 28 emerald blocks, or 24. I'll have to go back to a previous video and look. I don't want to take all of those and claim they are mine that I got legitimately. But yeah, that brings up like a point. You know, sand generators are legitimate, or at least they were. I don't know if you can still do them, but people were happy making sand for free, not costing anything. This is sort of the same thing, but yeah, it works with any item. So if I put diamond blocks on there or emeralds or whatever, are those considered legitimate since they are in the game? Or should I throw them away? It might be cool though, like if I get a whole bunch of, maybe a double chest full of emeralds and use those for building or something like that. Could do the same thing with iron or gold. I don't really have a shortage of diamonds. These are all my legitimate diamonds I've gotten so far, 14 blocks. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be running out of diamonds anytime soon. I don't really need to, you know, duplicate them. But maybe other things that are kind of like a pain to get, I could duplicate, like possibly obsidian or, I don't know, books that require leather and paper. I mean, yeah, that kind of breaks the whole vanilla, you know, growing sugar cane and making a cow farm and all that stuff to do it. I don't know. I guess I don't really feel good about cheating like that and keeping the items. Like if I'm going to use them, like if I were to duplicate all of these emeralds and then go upstairs to my villagers and just trade them whatever they want the emeralds for, yeah, that would be kind of cheap, I guess. Like this guy, if I give him 3 emeralds, he'll give me a bookshelf, and then I could duplicate bookshelves all day long using those things. Yeah, I probably don't want to do that. But it is fun to mess around with and to see it actually happening on a, you know, a legitimate vanilla server, even though this is a snapshot. I know they'll probably have that fixed by the next snapshot. Another spoon. Spoon. Oops, spoon. Spoon. Okay. So What I wanted to check out today is the day-night sensors or daylight sensors, whatever they are called. Where did I... There it is. My nether quartz I put in with the soul sand. Yeah, I collected quite a bit of that with the silk touch. So I think I'm going to keep this guy. That's my special hopper. It's the nether quartz. I believe I need glass to make... Whoop. Come on. Click, please. Man, that is really annoying. So I needed that, and then I needed, what was it? The, I guess I'll use some jungle wood slabs. Okay. Yeah, I am interested in seeing how these things actually function. I know they emit variable amounts of redstone depending on how much daylight there is, but I think somebody was saying they work indoors? I don't know. If they do work indoors, that'll be awesome since we can hide them. But they look like they're a solar panel kind of an item. So like they need direct sunlight. So we'll have to figure that out. So let's grab... Oh, my redstone supply. Look at that. Let me grab some of this. I think I should have a fortune either on me or readily available. Is this fortune? Silk touch. Fortune. Okay, so let's get some redstone here. Almost level 30. I should do another enchant on something. I don't know what I need to enchant, though. Okay. So let's go upstairs where we have more room. I should probably eat. My hunger is going down. Just threw the bucket, I think. Didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, so it is daytime outside. So if this thing works by light, we have sunlight 0 right now where I'm standing, SL0. So let's check it out. Let's see what we get. There's the sensor. And doesn't look like it's putting off any redstone power. So let's turn that off. Let's take it outside. Okay. And now we're at sunlight 15. And we put this down. Yes, okay, so it does need direct sunlight to work. But, actually, no, it doesn't need direct sunlight. If we stick this 14 blocks away, so it's like a sunlight level 1, I bet this would still detect. Okay, so this is going all the way to here. So I do want one of these detectors, but where should I put it? I bet I could put it... Ooh, yeah, I know exactly where I could put this guy. Did I just... What? Breaking it with your fist? Like, instant breaks it and goes away? Really? Okay, I assume that's a bug. It really shouldn't break almost instantly with your fist and then be destroyed permanently. Man. Okay, so let's get back... No. Yeah, I don't normally come in that entrance. I got confused. Let's go over here, grab some more of this nether quartz. I guess I'm going to make 2 of these just to verify that wasn't just some one-off bug. Got plenty of the nether quartz. That's fine. Let's make some glass, or grab some glass here. And more of these slabs. 6. Yep, I'm going to make 2 more. Okay, so this, split these up. Split that up, and then... I'm not even reading the chat. I see people are talking. Okay, so there's those 2. Right, so if I put this down and I break it... Yeah, that's instant break, and you don't get it back. You gotta be careful about that. If you use a pick, it looked like you got it back, but... Instant break with your hand like it's creative mode. Okay, so I think I could probably stick this sensor, like, right over here by my beacons. Probably inside the pyramid. I bet I could stick it like right on that block right there and just have some redstone going down or something. I'm trying to think of a way to do this without necessarily seeing the item. And I don't think there's a way to do it. And that cat keeps jumping. What the heck? What is that cat doing? What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I think if I stick it right there, I could probably... let's see. I have Silk Touch on me, don't I? Yeah, Silk Touch. So if I stick this like, come on, break. Oop. I can stick it probably right there. So it should be emitting a redstone signal. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. I'd probably need to use a redstone torch on there. I don't have sticks on me, do I? Dang it. Yeah, use a redstone torch, probably invert the signal or a repeater, and I could pull the signal out of that block, I'm willing to bet. Let's try this. Yeah, if I can use it right there, that's going to be awesome, because I won't have to... Or I can have it centrally located, I mean. I wanted sticks. There we go. And maybe I wanted repeaters. I guess I should try that too. Let's do... I don't have any repeaters. Let's make some. Let's make... I guess we should just make a bunch of them. Okay, since I'm going to need them anyway. Oh, I need to make the... Oh, man. Come on. Let's get this done. I need to make the torches, and then when you're clicking really fast, like you're in a rush, it does not let you click these things, and that is getting very frustrating. Okay, and then split this up. Okay, so that's the amount of repeaters we're gonna make. Right, so let's get in here and check this out. I think, yeah, since it emits a redstone signal, or we should be able to use the repeater and pull that signal right out of this. Hey, cat, you're kind of in the way. No, that does not work. That is interesting. I would have thought this would be powering this block, but I don't think that's going to work. Is it doing... No? So how are we going to get power from this to where we need to go? I mean, obviously we could just put dust off of this thing and do that. And then a torch or a repeater. Okay, so we got that. So do I want it like that? Yeah, I think that should work, because at the lowest light level, this should be powering just this one piece of dust, and when it gets too dark for this thing, this will turn off. Okay, so now we got the signal off of this, and I gotta figure out where I want to run the wiring. Right through this wall should be the ceiling underneath the or above the storage room below, and I kind of wanted to get that power, or get a signal down there, and maybe turn on and off some lights, depending if it's day or night. I want those lights on, probably use redstone lamps. I want those on. Yeah, I want those on if it's daytime and off if it's nighttime, I think. Or vice versa. Yeah, I probably want it on if it's night, or if it's daytime. So my redstone lamps I have down here. Or I guess I just have glowstone. 55. I thought I collected some more. Maybe I stuck it in a different chest or something. Maybe not. Okay, so let's wrap. I don't have enough redstone. We have to mine some more. So let's actually count how many we need. If we do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 20. 40, 60, and then I don't know if I'm going to do it over here. But if we do, that's 80 we need. So I could partially hook this up and do maybe one side, just do like 20 of these, just to kind of see how this is going to look and how it's going to work. Okay, so let's... Do I not have any redstone lamps in here? Did I miss them? No, I don't. Okay, so let's just make a couple of lamps and get this going right away. Tell you what, guys, I am going to make a cut here. I'm going to mine some more redstone, some of that ore, get some of this going, place some of these blocks, try and get these things to click them on. And yeah, we'll get something hooked up today and take a look at how this is going to work. Is that not how this goes? Man, it's been a long time. Is it this way? Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay, yeah, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So this is what it looks like with the lamps in place. I think that looks pretty good. Kind of similar to the way I had these lamps set up, I guess, at my old single-player Season 3 base. This is what it looks like when they are lit up. These aren't connected to the daylight sensor just yet. Let me take you back behind this one. I haven't done any of the wiring for this one, or I haven't even placed the lamps for these other ones. I think I have to go back into the nether and collect some more stuff to do that. But this is the way I have it set up right now. Now it's kind of a problem. Let me show you this first. Because I don't really want to see wood behind these chests, I just want to see leaves. But you can't really power this glowstone while seeing leaves there and there. There's pretty much no way to do it besides powering the ones above it. And then in order to get those powered and still see the leaves, I mean, I could cover up the front like this and then have redstone on top, I suppose. But I have the repeaters going into these blocks here. So one repeater per lamp, 2 repeater per double chest. And then I have those repeaters on these upside down half slabs here so we can still access the content of this chest. There might be another way to do this, but like I said, I want to be able to see the leaves along the side of the chest. I don't want to be able to see like wood or redstone or anything back here. So the space that we have to work with is very, very limited. So we have the repeaters going into those blocks above the double chests, and they are sitting on upside down half slabs. Right like that. Not too complicated. Where's my leaf back? Put that there. Okay, and then I think in order to do this, I'm going to bring the redstone down. Probably have it connect here in the middle. So this will be the input for this section of lights. And this way we don't need any repeaters anywhere. So it'll connect right here. And then, yeah, we just use regular redstone dust. The dust powers this block. Well, both these blocks. In fact, I could probably spare that redstone right there. So the redstone comes over here, powers these 2 blocks, and then these repeaters pull the power out of those blocks and power these wood logs that are right above the redstone lamps. And yeah, I can't really save much redstone there. I think I could probably save 1 piece of redstone over here for the same reason. If I get rid of this guy that doesn't need to be there. But I'm pretty sure all of these other pieces of redstone have to be right like that. But it's not that bad, really. I mean, no repeaters at all and just redstone dust. Well, I say no repeaters. I mean no repeaters in this line right here since we are connecting right in the center. We don't need repeaters to extend this redstone signal along. We do need the repeaters, though, to provide the high redstone input into these blocks. And then, yeah, the redstone lamps turn on because of that. Okay, so now the next step is to hook up, I guess, a few more sides. But the real next step is to connect our daylight sensor up there. Let's see, this is on the south. This is the southwest corner that we are trying to connect to. We need to get the daylight sensor from here. Oh, I guess it's the same side. Oh, I saw that hole there. I was like, what the heck? I didn't see that rail track going up there. Yeah, so we want this to come down. And, well, I guess we could enter... I got a lot of cats down here. We could enter the ceiling. Something like that. Let's poke a hole in here. This is that cobblestone that I filled in before. And now we got this to work with. We'll have like a 2-high walkway. I'll have to dig a 2x1 tunnel all the way around, I expect. And then have this redstone line connecting to all of those. So let me get going on that. Let me dig that tunnel. Run all the redstone that we need. Silly cats. Run all the redstone that we need. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I spent a little bit of time here. I dug some tunnels, ran some redstone, laid down some repeaters, and these lights are now officially hooked up to that daylight sensor. Oh yeah. I still have not done this other side, but the way I did it is well, let me go up there and show you, actually. I think it'd probably be the easiest way than explaining it would be just to show you guys how this is hooked up. So down here, the daylight sensor is getting the direct sunlight from above. And I just have it coming down here into this repeater like I've shown. And then, yeah, I kind of wasted a repeater here, I guess. But I wanted to have it through a solid block. I'm going to cover this all up so this is sealed off. Can I get through here? Oh, dang it. Okay. Yeah, so the repeater here powers this block powers this redstone. The redstone splits off around both sides of this pyramid. So we come around this side over here. You can see this is where the redstone ends. And I've kind of wrapped it around the other side here. So actually I can get rid of these 2 pieces of redstone. So we have redstone going off on this side. The redstone will head down this side eventually when I dig that out. Same for over here. And it does go down this tunnel. So the redstone comes over here. And I just kind of have it going along the wood plank ceiling that I laid out under or above the canopy area in the storage area. So it comes over here. Then we go over into some stone. And this one isn't a very good one to show. I just sealed it all off. But yeah, the redstone continues down there and then powers the redstone lamps from the middle like I had that redstone torch showed before. This one I did a little differently. I think I've done both of these, not exactly the same. But yeah, I had the redstone coming down here, and it connects to this. This powers this block here, and below that block we have some redstone dust. And that block powers the dust below, and then that dust splits off and powers all the lights. So I kind of like this way better than the other way. I'm going to play around with this for a little bit longer and check it out and see which way I like or dislike. But yeah, I really like the way this has turned out. This isn't too bad, and then what I'll end up doing is splitting the redstone right here, go this way and power these 10 lights down that side, and the same thing for the other way. So basically, you know, I just have the redstone going all four sides down the middle, and then they'll branch off at the very end to turn off the lights down there. Okay, so I think I can come in here and do that and that. We should be about nighttime, I think. If I run down there fast enough, we might be able to see these lights turn off and see them in action, although they could possibly be turned off already. Where are they? Over here? Okay, so we didn't miss it, but I guess we can see if there's any delay between this row and that row over there since they're separated. Let's see if they turn off at the same time. They should be pretty close to being even. Alright, and there we go. The lights just turned off. I think that is really awesome. So the way this is set up right now, when it's daylight outside, these lights turn on showing it's daylight. When it turns nighttime, they turn off. I can adjust it right off that daylight sensor, spacing out that redstone to where that first repeater is. So if it's maybe an hour before it is completely nighttime, these things will turn off, just so I know it's dusk or whatever. But yeah, we could play around with that for a little bit and make it, you know, how we want it for sure. Okay, so I got this corner done. I'm going to do this corner off camera, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do over here. I mean, I still don't have any chests or anything set up on this side, and I still don't know for sure what I'm going to put over here. I think I have plenty of storage already, so these might end up turning into different rooms: sheep farm, cow farm, pig farm, chicken farm. I don't know yet. But yeah, definitely got the room over here. I might hook up the lights anyway just to continue all the way around so it's easy to see if it's night or daytime depending on wherever you are down here in the storage area. So, once again, guys, we have reached the end of the episode. Let me know what you guys think about the daylight sensor. Also, let me know what your thoughts on this duplication bug is. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably not going to keep this stuff. Although, you know, the B team happens to be on HermitCraft now, and the B team happens to like emeralds. So if we, I don't know, get a stockpile of emeralds going on, I think it might be possible to convince them to do something for us. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.